Alright, hello there. I am Papa01, and this is AOS Virtual Pro Wrestler 2, Show 9B. How's everyone doing? And we're getting ready to get started with the MMA Division's ranking match. So, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. And let's get started with setting up the match. Put the bubble thing up there, where it won't be really in the way. Well, it's not in the way when it's down there, but I need to know that I always need to see the bubble because that's how I can tell the video is recording. Because there's times in the past where if I ain't see the bubble, I ain't know what the video was like going on with the recording and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, before we get started, we're just gonna check out to see that the characters have their moves and stuff. All right. As far as like only thing I'm looking at when I do this is I'm looking at the KO and blood damage moves and seeing like if it has the numbers up there for it to mean that it's actually gonna allow them to use their moveset. Because if they got their moveset, they obviously got their AI settings and everything else. Yeah, so we're actually gonna be using J Shock, so that's why I actually looked on there for that real quick. Alright, so we have to go and find Kyoji. He's right there. And then we'll move all the way over here. And there goes Jake Shock. So, like, anybody that's new, the reason that this is empty and I use this side is because this is the side that when I be recording and saving the characters on the different slots, they right here. That's where I save them at. And then over here, this side is empty on each of the slots because this is where I upload them if I can have people from different slots and stuff. But this character right here, he's from slot, I want to say, yeah, he's from slot 3, and those two at the top, they are from slot 9 or whatever like that. So that's how I can have different slots on here at the same time and stuff. Yeah. Let me see if I know the rules. So we have 5 minutes per round. We have 3-point scoring system. 2 points for knockdown because you only need 2 knockdowns to win. This should be on blood damage. That's right. That's right. This should be free because those are takedowns. This should be turned off because those are rope escapes. And these should be set to 3 minutes. And now we will look on here to see if that's correct. So, where is that? Oh yeah, matches. Then we go to MMA, ranking match. Let y'all look at this for a little bit. And it looked like I did do everything correctly, but I'm now finna explain it. I'll let y'all look at it because this is in English. Then I'll explain what it is over here. So, we have 5 minutes. We have 3-point scoring system. We have 2 points for knockdown because you only need 2 knockdowns to win matches now. To finish somebody by KO, I should say. Then we have give up is turned on. No, that's not. Yeah, give up is turned on. Blood stoppage. We have time decisions turned on. Bell save is turned on. And then we have quick matches turned off. We have takedowns are free. Rope escapes are turned off. And we have 3 rounds. And now let's make sure it's on the hardest difficulty. And that the sound is the background music, I should say, not the sound, but the background music is turned off. All right. We're about to get started. Enjoy it, and yes, I am doing commentary. And quick note, Kyoji is the character that I test all my characters out, my creative wrestlers out for the MMA division because he was the inaugural champion. He was a champion. I think he had like 5 or 6 title defenses or something. So like yeah, he's the correct person to test him out against. Or was it 4? No, he had five decision. I mean, title defenses in total. I mean, five or six of them. But I believe he did lose it at one pay per view. Dang, already a knockdown. Okay.
One. Boy. Boy.
I forget what it's actually called because it's some long ass word, but it's a variation of a dragon screw of some kind or something. But that drop kick for the knockdown, looks like if you ended it in the first minute, like I said, like you make it so that like you get a quick win by finish with a knockout as well, stuff like that. Cause I was gonna put it on for three knockdowns, but I was like, no, you know what, two would be fine. Cause now we can start having people win within a minute and stuff like that. And I think this is probably the only match type that would probably see like a finish in the first round for a ranking match. That's the difference. This is a ranking match, you know. Because remember, the KO division, you gotta get, I believe you gotta get three knockdowns in the KO division for a qualifier, and then for a title, like not even just ranking matches. I'm talking about with no one matches and title matches. Because you get those three knockdowns, you basically
Boy.
this is KO damage. Is it over? Yep. Look at that. Under 2 minutes. Big Shock has already won. If you use a stalling brainbuster, you can't give it KO damage and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's cool. So the first one was with a drop kick. He just hit him with a drop kick. And then the second one was with that brainbuster. It. Kyoji will be in the, fifth spot chance. So we know what's gonna be happening with this, and now we can set that stuff up. Yeah, that's another reason, cause like I'm making the matches all what's name and stuff like that. So now I can be setting up stuff, or I wanna probably do like, even if I don't do a live stream, I'll probably do it show 10A, all of show 10A, and all of show 10B, and all of show C, and all of the pay per view, and I'll probably just put timestamps so that you know when, you know, this qualifier starts. Just the tournament, not the finals and this, that, and the other, and stuff like that. Just when that tournament actually starts with the matches, and then when, this match starts and that and stuff like that. But for like the qualifier tournaments, I'm not gonna let you know when each individual match starts. I'm just gonna let you know when that particular qualifier starts, because there's several of them. So yeah, I'm possibly gonna do that. And if it runs over like 3 or 4 hours, I may just do it in parts. Yeah, I may just do it in parts. Also, I freed up some space. I ain't delete no particular game. Well, I did delete Rocky Legends, but that wasn't in a game that was already on the Eternal Stars. That was on the SD card or whatever like that. But it didn't have computer versus I mean, it did. Yeah, it didn't have simulation, computer versus computer and stuff like that. It's a good game though, but I'm not finna try to play it. You know, if I was gonna try to play a boxing game, it would probably be Fight Night 2004, or the or what's the name, the Maka de Ippo game, Maka de Ippo boxing game, that anime boxing game. You know what I'm talking about, the uh what's it called again? Oh yeah, Victorious Boxers 2. I even had to look at it. Yeah, Victorious Boxers 2. Yeah, but see, I only got 1.1. I only got 51.76 hundredths of gigabytes being used right now. Basically, I got still over 12 gigabytes to be used and stuff like that. So if I were to like do a live stream or something, it'll probably do a good couple gigabytes. Hopefully, it wouldn't do 10. That's the hope. But when I'm doing the videos, that's why I like to take a look at actually see how much time is. Oh yeah, of course I can't open it. I wasn't supposed to try to open it. I'm supposed to do this to look at details. I can always check out the details, see how much space is being used. And my videos don't tend to use too much space. I have videos that I've done that's over hours with the recording that I uploaded just recently, and some of them were even half a gigabyte. Some of them was even 500 MB, let alone a whole gigabyte. Yeah. That's also because of settings I got for the A to Z screen recorder and stuff like that. I got certain settings set on there for like the quality's good. Because even with me, when I'm watching like YouTube videos or I'm watching any type of videos on any type of sites, I always have it set to 360p or 360 pixels or whatever like that. I don't really care to have it unless I'm gonna download something. Then it's gonna be set to like 720 or 480 or something pixels. But most of the time, if I'm just watching it right then and there, I'm just gotta set to that because, like with the buffering shit, because if you guys set to 1080 pixels, then it got all that buffering that sometimes happen with slower videos or something like that. Or if your connection or something gets slowed down and shit, like your data or Wi-Fi gets slowed down, then you ain't gonna be able to really, you know, watch it and like that's just better quality, just more pixels, so it's more quality with the visual and shit like that. But as far as just watching it, just to watch it, 360 is okay for me. 360 pixels is okay for me. But when you see it on the phones and stuff like that, it says 360p and stuff, you know. All right. So yeah, that match was pretty quick or whatever like that. And since that was that, we can talk about some stuff. Okay, what will we talk about then? I didn't really think this through, did I? Hmm. All right, yeah. So yeah, because the video is still kind of short. It's only like 12 minutes. So what I was gonna say. Well, we can go off of that now. I guess. Oh yeah, we could talk about this actual game. So there's been a couple people, just like I go in here and stuff like that. So there's been a couple people from qualifiers and stuff like that, as well as the ranking matches that we already had and no contest matches that we already had that I gotta like think about possibly changing this stuff up. So I believe I looked closer at the Savage Rage because his stuff was like, his match was like, I think he got destroyed by Midas Punch. Yeah, he did get destroyed. And also, most recently, was that the only one who got really like badly destroyed in their match? Let me see, because we're on B, so like, yeah, so no, that's not the one right here. Yeah, see, this is the number one contenders match, and you see it ended in the second round. That's how you know somebody, they either was knock each other down constantly or it didn't take that long. He did get destroyed. Look, you need 10 knockdowns, and he got 10 knockdowns in under 2 rounds because he got knocked out during the second round. So yeah, I gotta figure out. So I kind of did, and like the video I uploaded, and it's already uploaded to YouTube even while we're making this video because I'm steady uploading videos up to YouTube. I just started uploading just now. I can check the phone to see if it's on there. But yeah, I had to like fix his stuff up because like that character was. Well, what is that? Why is there a green screen? Oh, that's not the background that's supposed to pop up. What happened? Oh yeah, I fell asleep and my phone was next to me. It did something with the wallpaper and shit like that. No, not my wallpapers. I don't want none of that shit. I want to put it back the way it was. Why I got, now I gotta find it. Alright. Hold on a second. I don't know why the heck it just did this to my stuff. It could be on the screenshots. Because I remember putting stuff on screenshots so I have a copy of it. Whatever, I'll figure out the what's the name, the backdrop of my phone in a second. Yeah, so I in that video or whatever like that after the match was done, I kind of showed like how I would go about fixing the character and like what I end up doing for that character instead of just messing up his move set or whatever like that. Well, I did change one move in particular for the character, but the main thing I did was if we go on to Creator Wrestlers again, I went on to his AI settings and he should be at the bottom for slot B now. Yeah, he's right here at the bottom. And like, I know it's called AI Logic, but I've been calling AI settings before I even knew it was called AI Logic. I even called it AI settings after seeing it's called that with the English translation for game frags and stuff. But yeah, so I kind of changed up this stuff, and I think I changed up like one or two of his moves. One of his standing attacks or whatever like that, standing strong attacks, I changed that up or whatever like that. And yeah, I just tried to like make the character like better or whatever like that because like I didn't like how he was like just he got destroyed basically. So I was trying to like change it up without really like fucking up his whole entire move set or anything like that. I rather test out the AI settings and try to see if like he should fight in a different way because like in that match he wasn't really towards the end of the match he was probably starting to do a little bit better, but like it was already too late. When you're down and you only have 1 point and your opponent already get up by like 6 or 8 points or something like that, you can't really make a comeback, especially when the next thing they do can KO you. Next time you get knocked down, you're basically TKO'd and shit. So yeah, that's what was happening in that match. And you see, it was under two. I said it was under freaking 2 rounds and shit. What was it exactly? Yeah, so just over 5 minutes he lasted in that match. It was 3 minutes per round. So yeah, 5 minutes and it only took him 5 minutes and 23 seconds to beat him and stuff like that. So yeah, I had to change up his stuff a little bit. I always, and this is just for anybody, always look at the AI settings because this game has the characters to, at least in my opinion, have them fight whatever way you set them up with their AI settings. Now, if they're not using certain moves, you could probably change moves around and stuff like that. But a lot of times, it could be just the AI settings. Because once I fix the AI settings, I test them out with the character that we supposed to test them out, which is Sammy Schultz, and he did way better. Like, well, even I'm even gonna do that real quick. Yeah, just to show you the character. Oh. Oh no, that just took off the characters right there, didn't it? Shit. Yep, I actually pressed that, but like, I rather had done that by accident than do anything else by accident. Yeah, we just gotta go on here real quick. That's all. Alright, we're gonna be at L, and I'm gonna go to slot 8. We're gonna actually get 2 people from slot 8 because what's thing he didn't get destroyed or nothing, but he could have done better for what he was doing in his number 1 contenders match as well, and that's Russian Tiger. Congrats again goes out to Alexander Kirtland. He did win that match pretty handedly. Wait, what? Yeah, so because this video ended a little quickly. What do we need? I think, because I gotta go in here and look at the stuff. So, boom, and that's everybody. That's actually everybody. Yeah, that is everybody. I thought we had more than just a 4. I forget that like my career wrestlers are not as deep as I thought they were with like the rankings and stuff like that. There's not a lot of them ranked, and I barely be putting my characters in the PW division at all, for that matter. So like, I forget that because like they're only really in the KO division because my characters tend to have a lot more KO moves than the other characters on the roster. If that means anything. Is this stuff still correct? Damn it. You just used them. Nope. See, look. See what happened? See? This shit is not on here no more. I bet you everybody else stuff is. See? And you gotta do them all at the same time before you turn off the game and stuff. Because you saw his stuff, he don't have his moveset at all no more. Yeah, so gotta just make sure of that and stuff like that. So we do, if I do a video where I do all one show and one thing, I'm just gonna probably have to worry about that only. But that's not really too much of a bother for me. Yeah, but you just saw what happened. This guy don't have his moveset, and I'm pretty sure he don't have nothing else. We can look at his attributes. You can even see from right there, all this is the regular on here. So he don't have nothing on here. See, it's not even set to shoot wrestling for his style or anything. See? So all that has to be done at one swoop, and that's why we can only use up to what? If we use the 8 characters, they gotta be all from the same slot. But there is a way to put all 8 characters on here, but I gotta use the slot 9. I gotta use both of these roster things. I gotta use all 8 of these and all 8 of these to put more than 8 on there at a time, and I can't really do that, so I don't really try to. That's the main reason that we don't have 16-man qualifiers for one tournament by itself and stuff like that, because there's no real way to do it where somebody is not getting effed over because they don't have their moveset and stuff, and they just got the default stuff. Just look again. He is no different than the default character and has nothing. You can see he's using nothing. It's wait, let's go back up here. You see this stuff. If he was using one of these moves, let's just put one on here. That goes down. Every time you have one of these on here, the KO damage or the blood damage move, your stuff goes down. And it don't matter if your stuff goes in negative. Because a lot of my characters are in negative. Yeah, we don't need to use J Shot. He is perfectly okay. He's going to be in a ranked match again to try to become the 3rd rank, which is the Hunter for his division. Right now he's ranked 4, which is the wild card, because you just saw him win his match or whatever. So then progression, you know? Now, one thing we about to do is, yeah, so, you know, we're going to actually do, we're actually going to do raids in a freaking MMA match. We're going to have them go get somebody at random. Yeah, we're not even going to, because we already tested them out with that stuff. Oh, man, he need a better opponent than that. I'm not saying that K. Wilder is not a good character on the game. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't have the necessary tools to beat freaking grades in the KO division or the MMA division. You know, you don't necessarily. You know what? I'm not gonna talk shit. Just see for yourself. See for yourself. Okay? See for yourself. That's all you have to do. Just see for yourself. See for yourself. That's all we have to do. Game to show you that I'm not lying. Well, we could. No, we're not gonna use this long. We're gonna use If I would, even though people remember to look at it until we start the matches and stuff, we can read it now, and it's on the hardest because I don't be talking shit. I'm just realistic. That's why you see mostly only my characters in the KO division. This is MMA title match rule setting right here. Because if the characters only have like strong attacks or a lot of their normal grapples or their grapples like the strong grapples and stuff that do KO damage, then they're not gonna do well in the MMA or the well, they're not gonna do well in the KO division, but in the MMA you can still win by submission, but it'll be hard. You know, it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, because that's why I have certain people in certain match types and stuff like that. You know. But in the future, all characters that I create or anything like that for this game, because like what I need is to be able to create the entire roster. Because if I create the entire roster, I'm putting every move on there for every last character, KO and blood damage, just because I can. I don't want to do that for my characters only. That's why I use only 5 moves that can do KO or blood damage that I personally give to my characters, because we're still using the normal roster along with my creator wrestlers. And like, you know, that's the fair way of doing it, because you are allowed to make at least 5 moves do KO damage that the game wouldn't normally allow. And that's another reason why I'm not doing like the a video on which one's better between what's the name this game and No Mercy, because I automatically think this is better than No Mercy, just because that KO and blood damage thing where you could put 5 moves on there for that. You can also do that, I believe, for WrestleMania 2000 as well. I do believe you could possibly do that for that game as well. I'm pretty sure that's not an option on No Mercy. We can take a look, but I'm pretty sure that is definitely not an option on there. Yeah. Oh shit! I got it set for the old rules anyway. These are the old rules. Remember, it's supposed to be only 2 knockdowns in any match to win. It's supposed to be a 3-point rule. So,
1, 2.
His new settings don't seem to be doing too good. So. We're wrestling good for this time. We're just gonna let it go 1 round. Stuff like that. And this is how I used to test out characters. You know, I used to, when I first started making characters, because I didn't have like champions who were like multiple title defenses, so I didn't know who to set people up with. So I would create my characters, the move sets, and all this other stuff, and then I would randomly test them out against somebody on the game and stuff like that. Get somebody on the game, and then sometimes I'll just do for fun them versus characters I already created on the game, and just see what happens and stuff.
Draw game.
Yeah, it was just being boring with that match right there. So we're gonna do him versus who he should have been in the first place. Him versus Summer Silk, 'cause that's how you supposed to test him out. But we're not gonna do it for the whole entire this or that. We're only gonna do it for a round or two. The fuck? Oh, they still got to that. Okay. I think it's like this. And all that stuff is correct. Gotta turn that off. The blood can stay on. Gonna set it for 5 minutes. Put this on. Turn that off. I kind of got the hang of the match types that didn't change. I kind of got the hang of their moves. We only got it set for 5 rounds, but we're only gonna let them play out for like a round or two. Jay Wilder did better than I suspected, but shit, he didn't really get no offense off like I knew was going to happen. And he should have got knocked down more than once already, but the critical was, quick match was turned on. I said critical. I'm thinking of Fire Pro Wrestling. Yeah, I try to make the characters better and stuff like that. Before, they wasn't really like using like when he goes for the spinning back elbow, he's supposed to do that in the best fashion or best timing and stuff like that. You just saw him use that little fake logo high kick because like that's no longer his you know strong grapple where you press strong grapple while pressing the control forward and stuff. He just did the new move, the jumping back kick, and they're supposed to do KO damage. Yeah. But what I meant by his moves was like he wasn't really using the spinning back elbow when he posed to it, stuff like that. He supposed to use it when he's like in range of his opponent and like almost like face to face, or like the opponent's trying to like move away from him, or if his opponent goes for a shoot takedown or something, or just a grapple of any kind, he's supposed to go for a spinning back elbow. That's the best time for him to be going for it. Like he probably gonna do it when he's trying to get grabbed or something, or he should. Yeah. He did well in the first matchup, like that, but with these games, simulations are always different. If the match is the same every single time, you gotta play simulations. It's always different. That one he get that many either, like that many that are they gonna fight the way I programmed them to fight? It don't matter if they get a ton or whatever the heck it may be and stuff like that. Are they gonna fight the way I programmed them to fight? That's all. Because this is more of a grappling base that he's going for right now. Like he's probably more suited for the MMA division now and stuff like that, but like I don't think that's ever going to happen because no matter how good the competition gets, I don't think he's going to be one of my creative characters who has to leave his division and stuff like that. I just don't see that happening. Same thing goes for Chaos. Even when I do start putting more characters into the PW qualifiers and stuff that are my creative characters, I don't think I'm going to have to ever worry about that. And he's using that back grapple more and stuff like that. He wasn't doing that before. Going for the half Nelson suplex. He wasn't really doing that before. Or the half and half. That's what people call it. Also the half and half. That's what they call it when what's his name uses it to set up the running boot in the corners. Sami Zayn or El Generico. You know, if you wanted his indie name, his name that we really have used on the indies. So this match is pretty decent or whatever like that. Or whatever. I only really do that when I see them like get destroyed, and I know it's against, somebody who's high level. Like, yeah, you could say it's just a matchup, but I know from the past that he needs to get over. He needs to improve versus freaking Midas Punch, because that's how he lost the title in the first place. And if he still can't at least put up a decent effort against Midas Punch, I gotta keep on changing him up. So every time he goes against Midas Punch, I gotta change something up, because it's okay if that's just his Achilles heel or whatever like that, but I still don't like seeing it. I still don't like seeing him just get one of my characters get destroyed by just the same person over and over again. Or he's his what they used to have with the pro wrestling matches all the time, pick your poison match or whatever like that. Even though it wasn't like their actual like person who would beat them or something, it was just something that they were doing just to do. Like I remember the only one that I remember from Pick Your Poison when they used to call it that when they would do those type of matches was with for I think it was for Batista. The person that they picked to go against Batista was, I believe, Bobby Lashley and stuff like that. But that was old, back when Batista was, you know, just in the WWE and stuff like that. His best feud has to me to be what's his name? Undertaker. His feud with Undertaker was pretty substantial. That was actually pretty good. Yeah. Um the Randy Orton matches were good and stuff as well, but like the Undertaker stuff was the best probably to me for him and stuff. His best feud and stuff in WWE. I really like those matches and stuff. Shoot, when Undertaker was what he was supposed to be, Dead Man Inc. or whatever, when he was, you know, American Badass or whatever the heck it was, when he was, riding around with the motorcycle, on the motorcycle and shit like that. His best feud was to me with freaking Brock Lesnar and stuff like that. I just really like the Smash Mouth style that they use for their matches and stuff. Look at that. 2 rounds passed, and not only did he not ever get knocked down, but he still managed to get 7 knockdowns in 2 rounds. So yeah, the character is definitely improved. Oh, son of a bitch. We'll talk about the other character after the MMA number one contenders match. So that's what's coming up next. Because, yeah, that just took up 38 minutes. We was going to figure out if I need to change stuff up for the, what's this called? What's his name again? Sambo KO, Russian Tiger. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. That was just me give you a little backstory. Well, not backstory, but give you a little information about how I go about improving my characters when they're having trouble with certain matchups, or if they just, like they need to be improved because they got to get improved. When I improve other people and they destroy them, I'd be like, yo, maybe I should take a look and see if he's still fighting the way I think he should be fighting, because he's getting. If you get destroyed by anybody, I should try to see if I can improve you, because you know, it's just what needs to happen. You know, I want the roster to not only be balanced, but I want my characters to be balanced and be good and stuff like that. So yeah, so Funaki versus Boom. That would be the number one contenders match for the MMA division. Hope you enjoy the video. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Until the next one, later.